darlings, how you guys all doing today? And welcome back, yes, to another video. Do you guys like my flower crown? Gifted. And I just love it so much, I decided to be extra with it in today's video. Oh, my hair is getting in my face. So in today's video, I can't do all that suspect stuff because as my title bar already says, duh. Today's video is about overcoming addictions or obsessions, or the method I use that I think like it's the secret. I think this is the secret to life that nobody ever talks about, nobody ever pays attention to. I came to believe, or I found out that it's like the secret to overcoming and to accomplishing almost anything that you strongly desire in your life. Overcoming anything you strongly want to overcome in your life, or achieving something that you really want to achieve in your life. And this secret method is not a method that you're not already familiar with. You probably just don't use it how you're supposed to be using it. So watch till the end of this video because that's where I'm going to be giving you my method and what worked for me. Okay. Now let me give you guys a bit of a background story. The job I work in, you have to, or you get to, let me not say have to, you get to travel to different cities to work. So during one of these phases, let's call it rotations, during one of these phases I met a guy. Yes, this is also a very cringy part of my life because it's so weird for me to say I was obsessed with a guy. Like, hello, a whole me obsessed with a guy is so stupid. Do you understand? And you will never know when this is happening to you. You will always believe that you are stronger or bigger than some certain situations or things in life until they actually happen to you. So let me backtrack. So I met this guy on LinkedIn. So he sent me a message on LinkedIn and he was like, can you please give me some tips on how to get a job in a foreign country? Because he saw on my LinkedIn profile that I was a Nigerian working in Dubai. So I was like, okay, these are some links, this is what you should do, this is who you should talk to. I was trying to be as helpful as I can because I've been there, so I try to help people if they need help. And then because I'm not so regular on that platform, I was like, okay, you know what, let's chat on WhatsApp. And then I sent him my number. I was like, send me a WhatsApp messages because I'm more frequent on WhatsApp. I'll see your message faster if you send me a message on WhatsApp. So that's how we started talking on WhatsApp. Now, this guy now starts to catch feelings for me and everything. And then he starts to text me. He's like, oh, I had a crush on you. Can we meet up? And everything. So we plan to meet up, but it doesn't work out. Like, I'm very, very apprehensive when it comes to meeting new people. So I stood him up that day. Then he starts to like tell me how he likes me and is having a crush on me and I'm a special person to him, blah blah blah. You know how all these guys talk. But I wasn't feeling him the same way he was feeling me. So I don't really respond, but I just like, I pay attention to him and I'm receptive of his attention that he's giving to me. Then all of a sudden this guy just ghosts me and I'm like so surprised. I'm like, this is a guy that's like telling me he's liking me and stuff and he just ghosts me. So I don't say anything. I now discover after some time that he has changed his WhatsApp profile picture to him and another girl. Like he's holding her like this, like in the picture. And I'm like, interesting. But I don't say anything to him. I just like let it go. So a couple of weeks later, he sends me a message from out of the blues. And I'm like, I still don't say anything since it's not like we were in a relationship or anything. Or it's not like I had started liking him as well. So I was just like, whatever. So I just like entertain him and like we start talking all over again. So then he now starts to say, oh, would you be interested in a relationship with me and stuff? And I'm like, hell no. Like, you were telling me you like me in 1 minute and the next minute you were uploading pictures of you and another girl. I'm definitely not going to be in a relationship with you. And then he now tries to explain. So his explanation is that the girl is his ex and she came back to beg him to see if they could work things out again, to see if a relationship between them could work, that he knew it wasn't going to work out, but he just wanted to humor her. So I was like, okay, fine. So gradually it started to grow under my skin, and then I just start to see if maybe it could work. Meanwhile, my siblings had met this person, and one lesson I want you guys to all learn from this is if you have people that genuinely love you, like if you have loved ones, pay attention to what they tell you about a person or a situation or a thing, because that most times they know things about you that you might not know about yourself, or you might be caught up in a moment that they can see ahead of you. So don't ever hide a relationship like, oh, I'm hiding it from my mom. Oh, I'm hiding. Don't ever do that. Like, you should want to know the opinions of your true and your genuine loved ones when it comes to relationships. So my siblings had met him and they were not super comfortable. They were just like, I don't think that guy is like the greatest person for you, but if that's what makes you happy, do you, boo. So I just continued to see, and my friends too, that's what they said. So I was like, okay, fine, but let me just continue to see, since it wasn't like he was a bad person or anything. So we continued to talk, and then I moved to a different city. So as I moved to a different city, I just ghost him completely. Like, I don't say anything to him, I don't talk to him, I just stopped talking to him, and I don't know why, I just stopped talking to him. Like, I act like this guy doesn't exist completely. So after like 6 months in my new city, I just remember him out of the blues, and I'm like, let me message this guy. So I reach out to him, and I tried to talk to him again, and then he's like, we start talking again, and I start to think to myself like, oh, this guy wasn't a bad person, like, why did I ghost him? Let me see if we can work something out again. So I asked him, are you single? And he's like, he's single, but he's not interested in a relationship with me because I ghosted him before, and he was very hurt. His parents knew about it, that he felt like he had a future with me, and I hurt him so bad. So I'm just like, oh, how am I going to fix this now? So I just like I start to beg this guy. I have to call his sister, I have to call his brother, I have to get back in his good books. Like, I have to put a lot of work into getting this guy back. It took me like 3 months. I'll be in the office, I can't focus, I can't think. I have to be the one to be messaging first. I'm doing all the calling, like putting in all the hard work. Oh my God, to get this guy back. So finally he starts to come around, and then we start to date all over again. So as we start to date, this is the second time we start to date. Along the line, he gets very, very possessive. I notice he's a very, very possessive person. So I take a step back, but that makes him more possessive. Like, he would demand me to call him morning, noon, and night, and I'm working. Like, I can't do that. He'll demand calls from me. He always want to do video call. He always want to be, and those things just make me cringe. So I start to take a step back, and then I just stop talking to him again. Then I moved to another city, and when I moved to this next city, we happen to be living in the same city at the same time. So we reconnect again. Like, this is so weird. This is the third time now that we're reconnected. So we reconnect again, and this time around he sends me a message. He's like, oh, how you doing? And this was like New Year's Eve. So we start to chat, and I find out he's single. I thought I was single at the time and everything, and then we start to chat. I'm like, oh, so what's up? Like, don't you have any girlfriend? Trying to get out information from this guy. And he's like, no, that he doesn't have any girlfriend, but there's someone who he's interested in, that he's going to send me a picture of her. So he's Kenny's here. She's like, she's receiving the rema. So he now sends me a pic. He's like, he's going to send me a picture of the girl. So he sends me a picture, and that picture is me. So I'm just like, but this picture is me. Like, did you make a mistake? He's like, no, you're the one I've always loved. You're the one I've always been interested in. I still want a future with you. I told you that I want no one else but you. So, the sweet things. And meanwhile, in this new city,
you guys been talking prior to that time?
We had not been talking prior to that time. So
what's the sweet girl that I love and everything?
He's just like,
conversation that
we had never, like, we just resumed talking, and this is like the second conversation. So he's just like, okay, now we're in the same city. It's you I've always wanted. You're the apple of my eyes and everything. Like, I never stopped loving you. All those things.
Loving me, have we ever been involved?
In love in the first place, exactly. So I'm just like, and okay, in this new city, my first 6 months in this new city was hell. Like, I was alone. I didn't know anybody. I didn't have any friends. Like, I was empty. So I was like really, really looking for somewhere to connect and someone to like always talk to and everything. So when he says these things, like, I'm actually happy, to be honest. I'm actually happy that, okay, fine, I'm gonna have a boyfriend. At least I'll have company and stuff. Worst mistake of my whole entire life. So I now tell him, okay, fine, now let's try again. And he suggests that we take it slowly, because the third time around, like, he doesn't want anything to happen and it would be like a jinx. So let's just take our time with it and try to get to know each other again, since we're in the same city and everything. But I think I was the only one present in the relationship. This guy was not present in the relationship. Like, I'll be the one and I don't know how it happened. I think because I really wanted to prove a point to this guy that I'm not going to hurt you, or this relationship must work. So I'm putting in so much effort.
Did you like him at first? Like,
I just felt like I had hurt him like 2 times in the past by like ghosting him. So I just felt like, okay, I need to prove to this guy I'm not a bad person. This relationship has to work. Like, do you understand? I just really want to prove myself to this guy, like, this relationship can work. So I put in all my efforts into the relationship. Like, you guys, you cannot believe that if this guy doesn't send me a message in the evening before sleeping, I will have sleepless nights that night. Like, I won't be able to sleep. If I wake up in the morning and this guy hasn't texted me good morning, I will not be able to function. Like, my day will be crazy. As in, I can't explain. I was obsessed with this guy. Like, I started stalking him on social media to see if he has commented on somebody's picture, but he's not talking to me, or if he has posted. Oh my god, this was crazy. I stalked him on Facebook, stalked him on Instagram. I knew he was bad for me, but I wanted to prove a point. Like in my spirit, I knew that this person doesn't represent anything good in your future, but I still wanted to prove a point. I don't know if that has happened to you before.
Prove a point to who?
To myself, that this thing can work. So, and I'll be expecting this guy, like, okay, maybe on weekdays we're both busy, so we can't really see each other, but I'll be expecting him on weekends to, like, oh, let's hang out and everything. Like, it will take like 2 months. I won't see this guy. He will just be forming that he's busy. So many times I asked him, I was like, do you have another girl? Like, just tell me, just be open, like, just tell me what's going on, because you're like not the same person that you used to be. You used to be so involved in the relationship in the past, but you're so different now. So I'm putting all the effort. Like, I'll be in the office, I can't function, I can't focus, I can't do anything. I'm telling all my friends about this guy. I'm telling my mom, like, oh, this guy is back in my life. Like, it was crazy. And I knew that this was not healthy for me. But I realized that I was actually obsessed, with this human being. Like, I couldn't function without this guy. Like, I couldn't do anything. Like, my day would be ruined if he doesn't send me a good morning message. Like, it was crazy. So I now talked to one of my friends who is very, very, like, religious and spiritual. And my friend now suggested fasting. So he was like, do you fast? Like, are you a fast? I'm like, yeah, like routinely. When it's New Year, your church will say you guys should fast, so you join. Or when your parents say, okay, family fasting, you join. But it's never been something in my adult life that I've taken like seriously or taken upon myself. So my friend was like, you should try it. Like, fasting is a way to break any addiction or obsession. Like, fasting is a way to like do so many things in your life. So I was like, at this point I was so desperate. I said, I'm going to try anything at this point. So I now go on a 5-day fast. I was doing 6 to 3 or 6 to 6. I was doing the one that my body could handle, because I wasn't so used to fasting at this point. So I go on this fast, and after the 3rd day, I start to forget this guy. Like, I start to it's like he doesn't exist anymore. You don't understand? Like, this guy had such a strong hold on me, if I do say so myself. By the 3rd day, I start to, like, his existence doesn't bother me anymore. If he doesn't text me, it's fine. If he texts me, it's fine. If he doesn't call me, it's fine. If he calls me, it's fine. Like, I'm no longer killing myself. Like, I was killing myself for this guy. I was sending him surprise gifts to his office. He never told me where his office was. He only told me the name. I googled it, went and bought gifts for him, dropped it in his office. Like, stupid me. Anyway, so after this fast, after the 5-day fast, I don't know, I think the devil works in very, very funny ways, because after this 5-day fast, this guy he becomes a completely different person. He starts to call me all the time, starts to invite me out, starts to do all the serious things, starts talking around building a future and getting married. And I'm just like, devil, not today. I've gotten this guy out of my system, and this thing you're doing, this temptation will not befall me. Like, he starts to communicate. I'm just like, is this not the same person that would not talk to me for the whole day, that I would not see in 2 months, and we're in the same city? Like, it was so weird to me. So he invited me out like 2 times. I told him I was going to come. I just didn't bother to show up. Like, that's to show you the extent of the switch. Like, it was, at first I was desperate for him to invite me out. Now he was inviting me out and I was not showing up. So it was like a complete switch. He couldn't understand it, because I think he had also realized that he had a strong hold on me, so he couldn't understand how I was the same person. So what eventually like broke off everything was when, so he invited me out a 3rd time and I didn't show up, and then he got angry, and then he didn't talk to me for like 2 days. The normal me of that time, I would have begged him, like, oh, I'm sorry, this what happened, or tried to give him an excuse, or tried to get back in his good books. I didn't even care, I just ignored him. So I posted a video, and then I sent the link to a couple of people, and he was in that couple of people that I sent the link to. And then he now responds me like, how rude and disrespectful of you to send me a link when you haven't even talked to me in like 2 days and everything. Normal me, I would have called him to beg, like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Oh, I didn't even care. I just blocked him. As in, I cannot believe it's the same me used my hand to block this guy that I was worshiping the ground he walked on. Like, I couldn't wait for him to invite me to meet his mom and to meet his sister. I would even be the one asking him, okay, can I call your sister? It's her birthday. Okay, oh, your uncle lives in this city. Would you invite me when you're going to visit them? Like, I've never been that girl, so it was so weird for me to be desperate for a boy. I don't even know, and I don't even know why. I've never been a girl to be desperate for a guy, so this thing was crazy to me. You know, when you're obsessed with something and you can't understand why, like, there's no logical reason for you to be obsessed with that thing. He wasn't wealthy, he wasn't good looking. Like, I'm not saying that those are things to look out for. But I'm just saying the things girls would normally swallow bad behavior for, he didn't have any of those things. Like, if anything, I probably earned more than him. I was probably, do you understand? So I just couldn't understand it. But after this fasting, I used my own hands to block this guy. That was when I knew that there's power in fasting, and I started doing a lot of research on fasting. And I was watching this YouTube video about fasting the other day, and the guy was saying that things manifest in the physical and spiritual, they work together.
They manifest in the spiritual first.
Exactly. They manifest in the spiritual first, but you need to activate it in the physical. So remember this part in the physical. Remember that part in the Bible that God told that guy that if you hold up your hand, I'll give you victory. But anytime your hand comes down, your enemies will.
That's Moses, right?
Exactly. Your enemies will win the battle. But if your hand is held up like this, you will continue to win the battle. So is that physical act that he's doing, holding up his hand, that is activating it in the spiritual, that he's able to win the battle. So that's what this I will look for the YouTube video link that was like elaborating on fasting and saying how if you fast, like the things you do in the physical, like this time you're telling God, like, see, this is me and you. I deeply desire this thing. I'm ready to deprive my body of the things it enjoys. I'm ready to go on a social media fast, whatever kind of fast it is. I'm ready to deprive myself to prove to you that this thing is serious. Like, I'm not letting you go until you bless me. Yeah, all those kind of things, the things you enjoy. Yes. You just isolate yourself and say, God, it's me and you. I'm not going anywhere unless you bless me, and it will work for you. So since then, anything like I really, really deeply and strongly desire, I go on a fast for it and it works. So that's why I said I feel like this is the secret to life that a lot of people overlook, because I feel we do it so mainstream that we lose its importance. Every week your church is fasting, every month your church is fasting, so it becomes so mainstream to you that exactly, you just join because a group of people are doing it. You don't even know why you're fasting. But when you start to do it like intentionally with a purpose, you will definitely see the results. So I definitely had to share that story because it has transformed my life. It has transformed the way I do things. It has transformed everything for me. So I hope you guys have learned from that. So that's it for this video, guys. Let me know. Let's be interactive in the comment section. Tell me, have you ever been addicted to somebody, a guy, a thing? And if you have, how did you overcome it? Like, what did you do to make you overcome it? Like, let's chat, let's be interactive, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I really hope that this video helps someone. Don't forget to subscribe. I always forget to say subscribe. Please subscribe to this channel, like and share to your friends so that they can learn as well. Bye.